Ooh.
Well, hi. What'd you think of that one? That was fun to put together. Sliding and slippery and slimy slugs. Ah, yes. And it was a day for that too. It is raining so much and it is downpour every and I tried to walk out to the studio to get the slugs and it was like whoa, to show you guys. And oh my goodness. So it was a damp and dreary and slimy and wet and slippery day, but it was a perfect day for putting together a little slug video and for doing our stories today. Hey, how is everybody? We are going to keep our fingers crossed that nothing crashes today. It should be good. Don't know why it did the other day. We were having some storms, but whatever. Anyway, I checked everything. Everything's connected. Everything's good. And you guys are here. Sluggerific. Linda's here. Tamara's here. And Tora is here. Hi, Tora. Gosh. Long day for you, girl. Are you doing a live after this? Or doing yours? I know you did last week with your friend. I think, wasn't it last week after this? And you were up this morning, I think. Did you have your live this morning? Was it every morning you do that early morning one? I don't know. It's you're East Coast, and it's dark 30 for me. Anyway, we are in for a treat today with for story time. I've got two just hilarious, funny stories, and then we have some art. We're gonna start with the art. And Tamara sent some things in, and some amazing photos. And then I have the slugs. They wanted to do their fashion show for you. And so they kind of clamored and clanked and conspired against me and congregated here on the table. And so you'll get to see them in just a second. But after we see Tamara's. But Tamara's here, yay. It's 11 fit 25 here. Sunny, no kangaroos today, Tamara. Huh, that's right. So you are just entering into fall. We just had the first day of spring the other day, and you're just entering into fall. It was very interesting. I just finished watching Bokeh Bushido, Carlos. Gosh, yes. And his one that he put out today, he told me yesterday in class that it was inspired by the storytelling that I do here and reading. And so he did told a story today, and I was just so tickled that it gave him an idea. He does just an amazing job. And then my friend Paul, that's in the Sahara, was live streaming this morning from the top of the Atlas Mountains, and that was pretty fun to listen to. Howtorepair.com. He was giving appliance repair information, which he'll do every Sunday, but it was really fascinating. He did a live stream while driving across the Sahara the other day from his camper van, which I thought was pretty darn cool. Yes, so Tora's here and I'm here, Tamara. If you are listening, Fatima, welcome, and happy Ramadan. Just another week or so for you in Ramadan, I think. It goes till the 31st. 1st, January, February, March, yes. And yeah, no, wait, no, how? For once, I'm in rest mode for the epic. Oh, she's in rest mode. What? Tora, girlfriend? That's crazy. That's good for you. Good for you. I have yeah, I needed this. I needed you guys today. I have a really kind of stressful thing hanging over my head, and I'm not happy with how I'm handling it. So I said I'm going to come here and do this, and then afterwards I'm going to get it done. Get it done and get it off my plate. But you need to see Nathan's post from yesterday. Okay. Facebook and me right now are having a really hate relationship. I am trying to transfer the ownership of a Facebook page for Two Waters Arts Alliance to somebody that's going to stay on the board, and I'm not on the board, going to be on the board anymore. And when I took over the Facebook page, I thought transferred ownership from somebody else. Well, they gave me access as an administrator, but not a full content administrator. So I can't grant access to anybody else, and I can't transfer it. And the person who owned it, who is registered as the owner of the Facebook page, at least as far as I can tell from the phone number, doesn't have an account anymore, or isn't even there. And it's just a whole mess. So, it has me so bad, but I'm going to get through it. Linda, he has posted something yesterday that was so amazing. Oh, good. I'll go look. I will be glad to go see. So anyway, for now, we're going to go to boom. And we're starting with Tamara's. So I'm going to get my little face out of the way here. So she says, our fur babies love to lick the window. The early morning sun caught my eye and photos needed to be taken. I could see potential for creating out of something gross. Yes. So there's her original photo 1. So this is she's taking you through the wonders that I used to take you guys through, the wonders of photo editing, which is pretty cool. Things you can do. So the cool thing about what Tamara is probably doing here is that when she's shooting, she's probably shooting in RAW. And the original photo, whenever you shoot in RAW and not JPEG, it gives you all the information that's in the photo that your sensor captures on your camera. If you shoot in JPEG, your camera processes it, adjusts the colors, and makes it put together something that is more like what your eye is seeing. But when your camera takes it in RAW, it goes beyond what your eye sees and what's actually there. So the original photo there is 1. And then she's done some photo editing stage 1 to recover a lot of the details, to recover some of the color, to bring out the highlights and the shadows and accent, put the contrast so it starts to get closer to what her eye actually saw. And then in the next one, she did a mirrored image of them, okay, which is a lot of, hi, Carlos. Hey, welcome. So back here, show her first one again. Her first one. So her raw footage is there on the left. And then she goes in, starts doing colors that are there, adjusting that. And that's back to not only what she wants to show, but what her eye actually saw. So then she mirrored it. Okay, so basically flip horizontal. Cool. And then she did her Tamara stuff. She started to play. I could see potential for creating out of something gross. Yes, you sure could, my friend. Oh my goodness, Tamara. So then it becomes a point of accentuating the colors that are there, creating more saturation in some colors, less in others, or adding them or doing a color swap. I don't know what you did on this, Tamara, if you did just saturation of certain colors or color swap, because that probably were the colors that were outside. Because if you're taking this through the window where your animals have licked the window, all that, and the colors and stuff, and it being close to early fall there in Australia, you're going to get some of these wonderful colors. And there, so cool. She did, I know, holy smokes is right. And then she did one, and she did it this way. Yeah. So Tamara took from this to this. Yay, Tamara! I'm so proud of you, girlfriend. That is so amazing. So beautiful. Yes, a lot. The blue in my jeans, the green in the garden outside. Ah, very cool. Nice, Tamara. Well done. I love it when you pull in the photos that you take, especially with the animals that you foster all around your home, because they're not ones that I get to see up here. Very fun. All right. So here we go. Here come the slugs. All right. Yes, they wanted to come and show off their new duds for the Great American Slug Hunt Fest, or the Slug Fest 2025. Most of these are the ones I did. Some of them are from my tarts friends, my True Art Resonates Through Sisterhood. And I'll start with those. So we have a Seahawk slug, of course. A 12th Man fan, Go Hawks. Yes. Carla did that one. And let's see, what else? Oh, I think she did this one also. This one's really, really pretty. Here, I'll hold this. Here, there we go. So you can see the detail painting that she did on that one. Very cool. Let's see what else we got. This one was done by another gal, Cindy. What's this? Yeah, this is Cindy, one of the Cindys. She used hot glue and colored it on top of it, and did a flower garden for that one. Let's see. Where is... Oh, here's another one at Carla's. We have Spider-Man. I thought that was pretty cool. This is a great one. That one ought to be popular on the slug hunt. Where else? There, she did some more. I know she did some more. This one was a combination of Cindy and me. Did this. Let's see, what else do we have? We have so many. It would take forever to see what we can do. So there's a lot of flower gardens. We did some flower gardens here. Scoot over, guys. Scoot, slide. So they have very different aspects. Sunflower type. Let's see. Oh, I did dragonflies. Did the dragonflies. Let's see. Here's another flower garden. I think Carla did this one too. I think my sister did this one. I think Sarah did this. Yeah. There's one. Or no, Patty Nebel did that one. Patty did that one, maybe. Just we have these spotted leopard slugs up here. We have banana slugs that are kind of this color, between this color and that color. And then we have these spotted leopards. And they're all, I mean, our slugs that we have up here are this size. Some of them are easily this size. So here's my spotted leopard slugs, supposedly. This one was just a doodle slug. Kind of more, Bob said it was the LSU colors. I don't know. Here, these two are my ones for the Washington slugs. This is the husky slug. Go dogs. Yay. And to be fair, he said I had to do a cougar one too. That one says WSU on it and has the cougar claws. So rival football teams here in the state. And let's see. This one was kind of fun to do because it's just, I rubbed mica powder into it. And then I just, you can see I rubbed mica powder. And then I took fingerprints of different colors of mica powder and put it all in and then kind of did a glaze over it. This one I have to be kind of careful of because he's lost his head a couple of times. This is based on my sister Patty, you know how she does that dotted stuff, and I got an idea from that. That's this one. And when I was doing dots, I just kept going with just a black spotted one. Okay, I think I have enough. I gotta get another box. Hang on. Because I got to get another box to put them in. Oh, my goodness. Otherwise, they'll just take off and they'll run away and they'll be hiding in the house. You know. Okay, then we have the Harlequin slug. Yep. He's having fun. We have a two Zendoodle slugs. So these are Zendoodle type designs on these I did. One's in the garden and one's just the black and white. My rainbow pride slug. I like this one a lot. Another dots and dots were kind of a theme to do. That had some fun. Let's see. This one, it was just step up, step down, do some different kind of angle type things. And it was more the color combination. Then this one is based off of Kandinsky type art. I did that one. And this is my Keith Haring slug this year. It has the Keith Haring people and the Keith Haring heart with the people there. So that's what I did with those. This is my musical slug. He's got a music scale on one side and then a treble clef and bass clef on the other side. And she's singing. Let's see. Oh, a couple of kind of fluid art type slugs. I just kind of dribbled over them. This one is more of like a camouflage combat slug. And just some colors. You guys laughing. This is kind of an Easter slug. Easter egg. Thought it was close enough to Easter that this thing. Oh, this is another one of Carla's or Sarah's. I can't remember. These two are both. Oh, nope, this one was mine. There, some more flowers. This is just one that's all bright colors. Oop, I got to fix that. It's got some orange. Somebody's been sliming on him. Just some geometric type things. Then a pink pink polka dots. This is my swirly slug. It's almost kind of like Starry Night type thing. And then the last one, this was inspired by my friend Regina. She said, how about doing a wicked slug? So this has, if you can see it, it has wicked, the witch hat on the one side, has a yellow brick road down the back, and it has Glinda's wand on this side. And that's my wicked slug. So those are the slugs. Yeah. All right. So let's see what you guys say about all that. Okay, that's like, yay, I'm done with the slugs. Yeah. Oh, Susan's here. Hi, Susan. Nice to have you here. Yay. Oh, it's always nice to have you stop in. Yay. Susan is SJ pouring color. So a couple of them. So that's the slugs, you know. This year, I think I've got 36 slugs there. I think I only broke one, but that's okay. And they are going back to Jennifer this week, and everybody's got to get their slugs turned in, because then she's going to resin all 600, and and then they'll cure, and they'll be ready for April 25th for the Slug Fest 2025 for the Maple Valley Creative Arts Council Slug Fest, which would be great. So thanks, you guys. That's the slugs, and no more slugs. Yeah. I farmed out about I farmed out about 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 of them. 8 or 9, maybe 10. But I did a bunch, and it was fun. It was really fun to do, and it was to try different things. I hadn't tried mica powder on them before, and that was really successful as a base, because then the color didn't chip off. Because the acrylic, if you let it get too thick, or certain kinds, sometimes it chips off, and so who knows? Hey guys, behave. Slugs are being that way. Anyway, so that's that. So tonight for stories, I wonder what the topic for stories could be tonight. Slugs. Yes, I found 2 books with slugs. One called Slugs, and another was In the Garden Path, which is pretty funny. Dude, I should. I remember last year I did a slug bug. I painted a slug that had Volkswagens all along the side, and it was hilarious. So I tried to do things different. I still did it, and did another Keith Haring one, because just Keith Haring is just fun to do. He's just fun. Last year, I think I did him with different colored Keith Haring people, but this one was a black and white Keith Haring. And then the Zen Doodle was pretty easy and fun to do. And then the last one that I did was I just took the paint that I had left over and poured it back and forth. It was just like, I need to get one more done. Yeah. Anyway, let's get to stories. So this first story that I have for you tonight is called The Slug, and it's by an author-artist named Elise Gravel. And here she is. Let me get this showing there. Oops, nope. Don't need that. She was born in Montreal in 1977 and started to draw not long after her birth, she says. In kindergarten, she was popular because she could draw princesses with long spiral curls. And then in high school, girls asked her to draw their dream guys in their agendas. I became very talented at drawing muscles and chest hair, which came in handy later on when I illustrated my book, Le Grand Antonio. And on the other hand, I'm still pretty bad at knowing how to use an agenda properly. She says later on she studied graphic design at CEGP, which I don't know where that is, during which I figured out that I wanted to do illustration. Her first book, Catalogue de Gaspillers. Linda, I need French translation. I wrote and illustrated more than 30 others. One of my books, La Scie à Molette, won the Governor's General's Literary Award with the illustration category. And since then, I've become really big-headed and brag all the time. Live in Montreal with her 2 daughters, her husband, her cats, and a few spiders. Currently working on diverse projects for publication in Quebec, English-speaking Canada, and in the United States. My books have been translated into a dozen languages, and I'm hoping to live a long life so that I can make many, 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 many more books because I still have many, 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 many more ideas. So this is her book that we're going to read first, called The Slug. And the illustrations she rendered digitally for this one. Both books have have digital aspects to the illustrations, but says the artwork in this book was rendered digitally. She probably did it on Procreate. Let's see, The Slug. Let me just hang on for just a sec, you guys. Let me go back to something, and I need to do something. Preview mode. And go to the next one, because this one is there. There we go. All right. Publish. And go back to live mode. And here. There we go. There you go. The Slug. Yo. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce the Slug. Hello. The slug is a mollusk, like the snail, but it doesn't have a shell. Ha ha, you're naked! There are many species of slugs. Sea slugs, ahoy there! Freshwater slugs, rub-a-dub-dub, one slug in a tub. Land slugs, abandoned ship. Now, land slugs talk about in this book. The slug have 2 pair of tentacles on its head. The upper ones are the eyes, and the lower ones are for smelling and tasting. I see you. You're a kid and you smell like broccoli. Its tentacles are retractable, which means that the slug can pull them inside its head when it senses danger. It's not easy if you wear glasses. The slug breathes through a hole on the side of its body. Everyone's impressed when I do that. The slug contracting the muscles on its belly. Its belly is called a foot. How do you like my new dress? Now, the slug's whole body is covered in mucus, a thick and slimy liquid, kind of like snot. It has to stay in humid areas, such as under stones or flower pots or the Pacific Northwest, so it doesn't dry out. What a gorgeous day. Now, the mucus is very important because it helps the slug move by creating a slick. It also acts like glue to help the slug climb up things like trees and walls. Whoa, what a huge slug. When it senses danger, the slug produces extra mucus, so it becomes more slippery and can more easily escape its predators. Ha ha, I can fly. It's me, Super Slug. Great. To find a partner and have babies, The slug follows another slug's mucus trail. Wait for me, my love. Just like the earthworm, the slug is male and female at the same time. The slug lays its eggs in a hole in the ground or under a rock or a piece of rotten wood. Baby slugs, tiny and transparent, will hatch in a few weeks. Congratulations, it's a boy girl. The slug eats plants and mushrooms. Farmers and gardeners don't like slugs because they eat their lettuce. But slugs play an important role in the environment. They help to break down old or decaying plant and animal matter and turn it back into important nutrients for the soil. Abracadabra, nature's trash, transform! So, next time you meet a slug, be nice. Share some of your salad with it. Delicious. Do you have any bubble gum for dessert? And that's the slug. Yes. So, the slug life seems pretty cool. Yes, it was pretty, yes, when they said about it, how it produces extra mucus and that it could fly. I think I told you guys the story about how I taught my daughters how to see how high a slug could bounce. Because seriously, we have huge slugs, and we just get them all the time. And if you touch them, you know, they know it's danger. They kind of roll up in a ball. So when they were little, I taught them how to scoop them up and then with an underhanded throw, just toss them up. And then whoever got the most bounces, kind of like skipping a rock out of their slug, kind of won. Okay, so I was a rather demented mother, but you know, that's what you did. Yeah, I was also the one who taught my kids the songs from Monty Python. So, you know, what do you expect? That's the kind of thing you have on a rainy day. You can't stay in the house, and there's going to be slugs everywhere here. You find things to do with them. Just saying, you know. And they always ended up sliming away. We threw them underhand, and the girls were little, so they didn't fly real high, and they didn't splat or anything like that. Nothing rude. Anyway. Anyway, so yes, ducks eat slugs a lot, and that's why up here in the fields you will see so many the ducks. And when the snow geese comes, and the snow geese, and then the trumpeter swans. We have trumpeter swans and snow geese up in the Skagit Valley where the tulip fields are. So the trumpeter swans and the Canadian geese, and not the Canadian geese, but the snow geese and the trumpeter swans come in, and you'll see thousands of them in there. And the farmers don't mind because they're eating the slugs. And throughout all the farm fields out there, you'll see them all the time because that's just what they do. Anyway, so that was that one. And the next book, okay. The next book is by Fran Hodgkins and illustrated by Dan Tavis. And it's called In a Patch of Grass. But it's a very tongue-in-cheek. It's very funny. But let's see what Fran Hodgkins and Dan Tavis have to say about who they are and what they do in this. Lupe. Oh, Lupe's here. Hi, Lupe. Yeah, yes, banana slugs are some that, yeah, and they're yellow. And then, like I said, there's also green leopard slugs. There's spotted leopards, and there's green leopard slugs too. The green leopards are... Anyway, Fran Hodgkins, award-winning children's book author. Let's see What about her? Her biographies. Welcome to my site. I'm glad you're here. Explore and find out more about my books and me and all kinds of things. So she's done a fair Do Moose Ever? I think I've seen that one. Thump Goes the Rabbit. In a Patch of Grass is what I'm going to be reading tonight. But her biography, what does it say about her? She was born in Lynn, Massachusetts, an industrial city 15 miles north of Boston on the coast. With 2 older sisters and 1 older brother, I was the youngest of 4. Because of the age difference between my siblings and me, I played a lot by myself and became a voracious reader. In 2nd grade, I won the summer reading competition in our neighborhood branch library by reading over 200 picture books. Sounds like me! And yes, I'm a nerd. Yes, Dad was a Protestant and Mom was a Catholic, and I went to our local Catholic school. I think the sisters were fostered the love of words that I inherited from my mother, and I remember being fascinated by phonics worksheets and diagramming sentences. Oh my gosh. Yay! I was that kid. I liked my 7th grade teacher, Sister Teresa, was and still is a positive influence in my life. My 7th grade teacher taught me to diagram sentences too, and I loved it. In high school, I was lucky enough to find another teacher, Mr. Hathaway, who encouraged my writing. He was the first person I remember who told me I could be a writer. Before that, I hadn't given it any thought. I figured I would major in biology in college and spend my career cleaning test tubes. I had no idea how advanced degrees in science worked, how you got one, or even more important, how you financed one. But with his encouragement, I signed up to major in journalism in college, Northeastern University, Boston. She found a number of important things, as you should in college. First, I found out that a sentence diagramming paid off when I tested out of the grammar course we had to take. Yay! Second, I learned that I wasn't going to be a very good reporter because I was endlessly fascinated by how things worked, but not by how much they cost, and I didn't realize it at the time, but I was a born children's book writer. Ever since graduation, I've been lucky to work in publishing one way or another, mostly creating educational material. Fortunate enough to launch a career in children's book writer. I say launch because I always feel that there's more to learn. Some of her favorite things, Watership Down, I had that book. And there, look at that. Oh my goodness. And look at lilacs, just like me. So much. No wonder I like this book. And the illustrator, Dan Tavis. Now, he's a New York Times bestselling illustrator, doodling since his first math class in elementary school and haven't stopped since. Passion for illustrating characters that emotionally connect with my viewer and tell stories through a visual narrative. Most of my work is done traditionally with watercolor and ink or digitally with an iPad Pro using Procreate app. The book I'm going to read today is one that he did in watercolor and ink and digitally. Now, get a look at this. Steven Spielbug and David Attenborough present In a Patch of Grass. Already, we have this. In a Patch of Grass. Oh, hold it. The director. Director Steven Spielbug, starring David Attenborough. Script Fran Hodgkins. Animation Dan Tavis. A Tilbury House production. 3, 2, 1, action! Good morning. I'm David Attenborough. Welcome to A Patch of Grass. As the sun rises, the morning dew on a spider's web sparkles like tiny light bulbs. Is that my cue, Stephen? Yes, come down. This is the orb-weaving spider. Notice the 8 legs, a feature of all spiders and other arachnids, including ticks, scorpions, and mites. Wow, man, that web is really pretty. I want to take a closer look. No, you will ruin the shot. Go away. When this spider is ready to make a new web, it will eat this one and reuse the silk proteins. Hey, you just scared away my breakfast. Nearby, A slug glides, leaving a trail of slime behind. Slime? What? Oh no! Look at that! I had no idea I was making such a mess. No wonder I don't invite it anywhere. Let me clean that up. No, no, no. This is a nature documentary. Just act normal. But it's okay. Roll with it. Is it my turn yet? A grasshopper appears in our patch of grass. Ta-da! Nature's great show-off. The grasshopper begins to sing its song. Show off? I'll show you. Oh, what a beautiful morning! What do you think you are, a cicada? Not so loud. Did someone say my name? After that performance, the grasshopper leaves. I know when I'm not wanted, you'll hear from my agent. Humph, indeed. And off he goes, traveling many times his body length with each jump. Sensing that the noise has ended, an earthworm emerges. I say an earthworm emerges. Where's the worm? Oh, sorry I'm late. I was eating. There's nothing like some good organic material to start the day. But the worm is unaware of a looming threat. Threat? Threat? What threat? I didn't sign up for any threat. David, we have a problem. The robin called in sick. There is no threat. What? We don't have a predator-prey scene? Can you get the fly back? No, the fly flew. What are we going to do? We need a big finish. Hey, do you hear something? Keep rolling, David. Do your thing. In the distance, there's a faint sound, a light waffling, growing ever louder. Sniff, sniff. What is waffling? A small waff? I don't hear anything, but is that the wind picking up? Heavens above, a dog's nose is among us. It's a calamity! Run! I can't help. I'm out of here. We're still rolling. Hey, Fido! Fido! Come here, boy! Fido! Can't you see there's nothing there? Come on, boy, let's go. It appears that everyone has survived, but the spider's web has been torn to shreds. I can weave a new one. That's what I do. No ad-libbing. Wrap it up, David. And another morning passes all too quickly in a patch of grass. I'm David Attenborough. Please join me next time when we visit a dead tree. Until then, farewell. A little help here? Somebody, please. Cast and crew in order of appearance: Steven Spielbug. Steven is a bedbug, which means that he should be as small as an apple seed, but Steven is larger than life, and certainly much larger than other bedbugs, because he is famous film director. Bedbugs feed at night in the blood of other animals, including people, but they are not vampires, although some actors might say otherwise. Sound boom operator. Our sound boom operator is based loosely on a beetle. but with a ginormous amount of artistic license thrown in, which in another way is saying that the sound boom operator remains anonymous, as they usually do. Camera bug. The camera operator is a ladybug. Ladybugs protect themselves by playing dead and releasing a bit of smelly blood from their legs, causing the predator to look for something more appealing for lunch. Maybe that's the real reason Fido decided to obey his owner's command and leave the film set alone. David Attenborough. David is an ant, obviously. Most ants live just 45 to 60 days, which makes David's life list of award-winning documentary credits even more impressive. When does he find time to eat? The good news for David is that as an ant who finds the good food source will leave a scent trail to lead others to the colony for food. This specialization of function in the colony leaves David more time to do what he likes best, which is mainly talking. Spider. An orb-weaving spider spins webs in spiral designs. A spider can eat 2,000 insects in a year, 5.5 each day, including weekends, which makes it a problematic cast member to have on set of a documentary populated by so many insects. Housefly. Houseflies are found all over the world and are commonly considered to be, well, gross. They seem to eat almost anything, including the poop of other animals, and they poo every time they land. Try not to think about the next time one lands on your food. And yet many birds, reptiles, and amphibians consider a housefly to be a wholesome snack. Houseflies taste through their legs, and they cleanse their palates between courses by rubbing their legs together. Their compound eyes process visual information 4 times faster than human eyes, which makes them very, very, very hard to swat. An adult housefly lives about 3 weeks if it doesn't blunder into a spider web or a predator's jaws before reaching old age. Garden slug. Like their cousins, the snails, slugs move on their flat underside or foot. Slugs secrete a layer of slime called mucus. Well, we know about that from the last one. It says they winter underground and can live for many years. Grasshopper. Now, grasshoppers are related to crickets. Both have big and hind legs and powerful hoppers, and they often are confused for one another. But the 11,000 grasshopper species are active mostly during the day and eat plants, while the 2,400 cricket species tend to be more active at night and eat bugs, aphids, larvae, and even decaying animal flesh, as well as plants. Grasshoppers are 2 or 3 inches long and often green. Crickets are smaller and usually brown or black. Grasshoppers chirp by rubbing their hind leg against a wing, and crickets chirp by rubbing their wings together. A cicada. Cicadas are winged insects known for their exceptionally loud song. Once you hear a cicada, you will always recognize the high-pitched buzzing whine. There are at least 3,000 species around the world. Adult cicadas live in trees and feed on sap, but in their nymph stage, before metamorphosis, they live underground. North American cicadas emerge from the ground at predictable intervals of 13 or 17 years, depending on the species. And if you've never heard a cicada bloom, oh my gosh, they are loud. Earthworms help bring buried nutrients to the soil. They help aerate and break up the soil, which helps plants grow.